Hey, welcome back to Chaos Hills, where we built two cities on one map in Cities Skylines 2. This is where we are, and we are back in episode 23, and we're back in Carson. Carson is our mountain town, and our mountain town wants to grow even further, so we will do some expansion today. We will add some nice suburban sprawl to this town. We go to the other side of the train station and we will basically build some suburbs, but this is not the only thing we're gonna do. We will add something to the center of this suburb we're gonna build today. I want to create a custom bowling alley, for example. I want to create a church and some more commercial buildings here in the center of this new neighborhood. But we start by going in and zoning some Southwest buildings, some North American buildings. We mix it up as we always do, and we will fill the awkward spaces which didn't sound good with some interesting stuff like parks, like parking. So this is basically the way I always go. I zone out some areas so we have some growing in the city, and then I look for awkward gaps and I fill it with some creativity. For example, here we can put a little football pitch in, we can add a little park or extend this pocket park, so we have some function to it as well, which is good. And then we look for the next gap we want to fill, and since there are some alleyways only in this neighborhood, it is always a good idea to add some small custom parking spaces here and there. So that's what we want to do with the next gap. But first let's add some sim props, some kids here on the football pitch, some adults here in the park. And this looks fine for this gap, I think. And this is the next project, just a small one, some parking spots here on this alleyway to fill in this gap pretty quickly. Let's shuffle those around so the zoning gets back to these houses. There we go. And maybe we can separate the parking lot from the residential homes with a nice UK hedge. There you go. This is fine. And we always try to add some imperfection to make it look more realistic. And then we can maybe add a nice pond here on this corner of our neighborhood. We surround it with some different surfaces. We will add some bushes and some trees to it. All the good stuff. So we go gap by gap and fill in everything. Then we have a nice detailed neighborhood. And may I be so bold and ask you to like the video and subscribe to my channel if you like what you see. That would help a lot, guys. Thank you so much. And now let's continue here by filling those gaps. And since I have the tree controller mode where I disable the tree growth, so I have full control of all the trees, we have to go through all the lots here and add some trees manually so it looks a little bit more overgrown, a little bit more dense in terms of trees. But this is fine, I like to do this stuff as well. And speaking of trees, we get rid of those trees so we can see where we work with. We have a lot of space, and this is the road which go through the heart of our neighborhood. This is basically the small town center or the neighborhood center where we want to add a bus station as well. We have some bus lines in this city of Carson already, so I think we can get away with extending the bus line to here with a nice stop. And next to the bus line or next to the main road, I want to add a church, and I pick this UK parish church, which fits fine, I think. We will detail it up. Of course, we can add a parking lot next to it, work with some surfaces here, and then I think it looks good in the end. I hope at least we can add some pathways around it and some greenery, of course. It looks a little bit bare bones still, but we can change this. Okay, and this is our church. What do you think? I like it. It looks good. It fits good into the space, I think. And it has a function. It is a cemetery, I think. So this is good as well. And now let's get to the other side of this main road of the neighborhood and continue zoning. So we have a good suburban sprawl today. We do basically more or less the same as we did on the other side of this main road. We zone and then we fill the awkward gaps again. Alright, I also added some parks to it, which we will detail up later on, of course. And we still have some space left here in the center. And before we continue building, I want to extend our bus lines with the Carson Loop number 1 and number 2, which ends up at the central station of Carson. And this is fine. Now we have a bus connection to a new neighborhood. I think one new bus stop is fine for now. Now let's go to our parky area here and detail those parks up a little bit. We have this nice linear park, which we can detail up. Then we have a nice playground and a gym park. Or no, it's not playground, it's a dog park, I'm sorry. But I think we can bring everything together pretty good. And we can add a fence, some flowers, some different kind of trees. And then we will see what we can do for this space. Let's get rid of all this stuff we don't need anymore. Let's switch the surfaces and then let's extend the footprint of those parks a little bit. And I think this makes this area look a little bit more unique, a little bit more interesting. So let's go, let's see what we can do for those two parks. And if you'd like to see more of me, you can follow me on Twitch, where I detail up on Cities Skylines and play other games as well. And I have a Discord channel, which you can follow if you want. All the links are in the description of the video. I would love to meet you there, guys. And we have another funny gap here in the middle, but I think we can make this look pretty cool and we can upgrade this neighborhood basically. And I think we will add another pond with an interesting shape. So there is basically a reason why nobody built their houses here. We can imagine at least. And then we will surround with some bushes and some trees. And I also want to bring in an invisible path so people can actually walk through this area and use this as a shortcut, or go for a walk with the dog here in this nice scenery behind the houses at this nice pond. Or is it already a lake? No, I think it is a pond still. Okay, let's make it look overgrown, and while we're here, let's add a bunch of more trees to the houses surrounding this area. Let's go. Okay, now it is time to build our bowling alley finally. So we have to get rid of a few houses, and while we're here, let's very quickly detail up this area. The remaining houses will get some detailing before we get into our bowling adventure, right? Okay, and I picked this thing here. It is something from a school, a sub-building from school, which is now a prop, but we can fill it with life later on. Yeah, I will show you how. Let's get some surface in, and then we will see what we can do to make it look like a bowling alley. So I want to make it look a little bit run down, of course, so we can go in with some surfaces and some decals as well to make it look a little less perfect, of course. And then we need to add some parking. I used those parking spots, and we go all over this lot, add some parking, and this was the wrong way around, so we need to turn this building by 180 degrees, which we did now, and then we can maybe add some interesting grassy sections with those netlings from Sully, and add some trees and bushes. And of course we need to connect the parking lot to the road so the cars will actually drive here and use those parking lots, and the buses are doing some weird stuff. Okay, let's ignore this for now. I think to figure it out. Okay, now let's fill in those net lanes with some bushes and trees, and we can add some details like maybe this trailer right here or this bushes here, so a little bit less maintained. So this is interesting. I think we can add some tire marks too, and yeah, we go hard in detailing on this one, I think. And we can maybe add those vending machines. This fits good, I think, to the area. And then we're getting there towards a bowling area. But we of course need to do one thing. We need to make it functional. So we have those block services. So we can add maybe 2 commercial block services into this prop building, and then we will have some commercial function to it. And now I want to add a custom signage to this bowling area. So I downloaded a interesting font, an interesting bowling font, and then we want to call this guy Mountain Bowling because we're in a mountain town. So you can now see me doing this, creating a mountain bowling sign with the font I loaded from the internet, and we can make it interesting and let it glow a little bit. There we go. And underneath this lettering I will add a bowling logo, which I downloaded as well. I will show you in a second. I just want to make a few more layers of this text, and then we can bring in this bowling logo. We can up the size a little bit, and I think this fits good together with the signage. What do you think? So let's make the thing a little bit thicker as well, let it glow as well, and then we have the first bowling signage and logo here on the side of this building. And I want another logo here. I want a logo on this post. So we go again with this picture, with the image which we downloaded, and we make it even bigger so everyone can see it from far away. This is our shabby bowling alley. This is fine. We make it glow everything so you can see it at night as well. And I think this looks fine. We added another bowling logo and another bowling lettering on the other side of this building. And now we continue adding some details and imperfections. We will add some sim props as well. So hopefully it comes to life as good as it can here in Cities Skylines 2. What do you think about my bowling alley? Let me know in the comments if you would go here for some bowling or not. Thank you. And while I continue building up this suburb by even more suburban sprawl, you can consider becoming a YouTube member of my channel if you want to support me. It is only 99 cents a month, and you get some special stuff like emotes, a special Discord role, some sneak peeks. Consider it if you are interested in supporting me. Thank you so much, guys. And now let's continue getting some more people into our mountain town of Carson. Alright guys, this is the end of the video. The last thing is of course adding a bunch of trees into this lots here, and then we are done. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope I see you guys back here in the next episode when it is again Chaos Hills time, where we build 2 cities on one map. We'll see which city we will visit in the next episode. So stay tuned guys. Have a good time. Have a good day. I'm Chaos Fun. Bye bye.